Hello. So this video is about what is Google Colab and how we can use it in a proper way. So I have prepared this tutorial in few sections. First of all, I will discuss about some Unix commands that we'll use for our project and some Python scripts. And then I will describe what is Google Colab, how it works, and then we'll go into project for demonstration. So first of all, let me um, tell something about Unix commands. Well, so this is macOS, and macOS is based on Unix, and Linux is also based on Unix, and they share similar kind of commands like ls for list files, mkdir for make directory, cd for changing directory. So I'll show you. So I have created a folder called tutorial, and inside it has nothing. So I'll open up a terminal over here, new terminal at folder, and right now we are inside the tutorial folder. Now if I write down ls and press enter, it will show nothing because inside this folder we have nothing. But we can create another folder by writing mkdir mkdir space. So I'll name the folder test. Now press enter, and if I list down again ls enter, it will output test because I have created a test folder. You can see if I go inside here is the test folder, but we are not inside the test folder, we are inside this tutorial folder. So how we will get inside this test folder? cd for changing directory, and then test. Press enter, and we're in test folder. How we'll verify that? We can write down pwd and press enter, and see user mac documents projects tutorial test. We are inside test folder, and if I put ls command again, it will return us nothing because inside test folder we have nothing, it's empty. So this all about some commands. Now I will discuss about the Google Colab. So if we go colab.research.google.com, it will take us to this page. So and this is a welcome notebook, and if you create a new notebook in drive, another thing, so this is my drive, I have nothing but a tutorial folder. So if I create a new notebook over here, and Control plus Ace keyboard shortcut for saving this notebook, or you can simply save here. So now if I go back to my drive, you can see there's a new folder created called Colab Notebooks, and inside you'll find this notebook untitled 0. Now we can Right. We have to write hello world, and we have to connect this collab to a machine, or we can just run. It will automatically connect. You can see hello world output. So right now it's connected to a CPU, but not, I mean, powerful machine. It's a basic machine. Here you can see if I come here and click here. So this machine has like 86 GB of free space and total 107 GB of hard drive. So this is actually a virtual machine on the cloud, on the Google Cloud actually. So it's a Linux machine. So we have discussed about some Unix like command which we will use in this project because it's a Linux machine, and Unix and Linux, they share the similar kind of tools and commands. But right now it's connected to a CPU. It's a normal machine which has RAM around 12 GB of RAM. But later on we will connect to a powerful machine which has a GPU, and we can simply create a Google Colab project like this, and you can share this project with someone. You have to anyone with the link for grant access, and copy the link and share, simply share. But there's a better way to do this, because let's say when I logged into this link, I mean when I created this project, it's created a session, and this session will expire maybe in few hours. It will expire this session, and maybe we need to upload some files, other files, some images, some database, or some text file, some Python file, and some dataset for the project. So once the session is expired, those all files will be gone. Also, if I want to change this runtime, like maybe I want to connect to a powerful machine like this GPU, T4 GPU, so it will create another session, a new session, and on that session we will not have these files. You got it? So whatever we will upload here, these files will not appear on the other machine. So the better way to do this is, I mean, this collab project is not like this. First of all, we'll go to drive, Google Drive. Then let's say we'll create a folder called projects, and inside projects we'll create a new project called project A. Okay, so inside project A we'll create a new notebook. Right click, more, Google Collaboratory. It will take us to the Google Colab and create a new notebook. So I'll name this notebook test.ipynb. So it stands for IPython notebook. And inside this notebook we can write down some text if you need. Maybe you need to describe the project or whatever. So this is a brand new project. You can make it bold, maybe italic. You can insert link, you can insert images, you can write, you can make a list A, B, C. ইত্যাদি. So yeah, right now this notebook is not connected to any machine, but I want to connect it to a GPU with Python runtime. Save, and let's connect it. Yes, so the machine is connected to a GPU and it has 12 GB of RAM, 112 GB of hard drive. Yeah, that's so. So let's list down some directory ls, and if I run this command, it will list down the current directory, whichever folder or files we have in the current running directory, which is sample data. The output is sample data. We have nothing else over here. You can see ls is not a Python script, it's a Linux command, Unix command actually. So, and that's why as it's a notebook, Google Notebook, so it's showing a warning. You can see the yellow underline. You can run it like this way, but the proper way is you have to put a percent sign before that, so the warning will be gone. So it will work the same way as before. Yeah, also when you are writing this line, you can simply use Control plus Enter to run this cell, this single cell. You can create another cell over here to run another line, like print hello world. Control plus Enter, it outputs hello world. You can add more John, maybe print A. So if I run this line, it will show us an error because this line, it doesn't know what is A. A is not defined. For that we have to run this line before this line. So run A. Now if I run this, yeah, it will show this output. Anyway, right now this session is running. It's a temporary session. It will expire. Even though we have created this IPy notebook inside this project A folder, it's a temporary session. So what we have to do is we have to mount our Google Drive with our Google Colab. And once we are here, we have to manually go inside project and project A. How we will do this? We can, let's say it's a brand new project, we have nothing here. We can insert a new line. So we have to import a Python library. It's a Google Colab library from Google Colab import drive. So this way we're importing our Google Drive library. So I run this cell, and now drive dot mount sorry yeah, drive dot mount will write content drive my drive. So if I run this cell, it will ask for permission to connect to Google Drive. If you have multiple Google account, it will show up here, but right now I have only one account which is connected to my Google Colab. So I'll continue, and I have already accessed this Google Drive before, so that's why it will take to Google Colab. But your account is new, so that you'll show a pop-up to ask for permission, read write permission and something else. So you have to mark down all of this and continue. For me it's just this. Yeah. And my point must be directory that exists. So I have made some mistake, I guess. Content drive, my drive. So to mount our Google Drive with our Google Colab, you have to write down drive mount content drive. Now if I run this cell, yeah, this is mounted successfully, and you can see a drive appears in the hierarchy, and inside that yeah, inside that there's a my drive, and this my drive is actually our Google Drive. This my drive. Colab notebooks, tutorial projects. Colab notebooks, tutorial projects. So we have successfully mounted our drive. Now we have to go inside this project directory and then project A. How we do this? We have to put percentage and then cd content drive my drive projects A, cd content drive my drive. then um, projects and project A. Project A. Yeah, we have successfully get inside this project A. Now we can I can show you what's inside this project A folder by running this command, and you can see we have test.ipynb, which is this one, test.ipynb. So we are successfully got inside this folder. What we will do, so we need let's say we need some dataset, some images, test image, train image, validation image, some other files. So we will simply drag and drop those files here, and those all files will appear here and therefore here, and we can work with those files. And after that, successfully once we successfully run this project, train this model or this or that, we can share this project with other people. And how we share this project, you have to click here, share, copy link, manage access. Right now this is restricted. You have to share with anyone with the link, and then click copy link, and the link is copied to the clipboard. Okay, so another person, let's say this is another person, on another browser, he uses this link. He will see something like this, and he will run the code. But let me show you another project. So this is my another account. I have already created a project, and this is the project, and inside this project I have data, test, train, validation. I have a notebook which visualize those images, and some other files over here. So I'll share this project with someone else. So how I do this, I have to go here, share, get a link, anyone with the link already selected, so I will simply copy the link, done. So this is another person, another Google account. So what he will do, he will go to the link and he will see this. So these files is actually not in my Google Drive. You can see inside I don't have this Genoderma project. I mean this project. So I have to make a shortcut of this project inside my Google Drive. How we do this? We'll simply go to the project link and then click here, organize, add a shortcut. I can put the shortcut inside project A or projects tutorial or my drive. If I click my drive, it will create a shortcut to here. But I don't want this. I don't want the project. I want the project inside the project directory. How will do that? I'll simply click here, add, or we can browse view content, projects, add, or add. So adding a shortcut, successful. So if we go inside projects, yeah, we can see that projects appears here. So actually, this shortcut, it's basically a shortcut to the other person's Google Drive, not the duplicate or copy of the file. You can see, this project is around like 200 or 300 megabytes, but you can see this is a brand new Google Drive, Google account, so it's only took 451 kilobytes for, other files, but not 200 or 300 megabytes, because it's simply just a shortcut, nothing else. Also, you can download the entire project, zip, and then unzip and upload to your account, but this is not a proper way. That way you can duplicate the entire project into your Google Drive, and the project will be remain forever unless you delete it. But this way, this shortcut way, if the owner, the actual owner of the project, which is this guy, if he deletes this project, it will be gone from your Google Drive too. But this is the proper way. You don't have to download and upload. That's a long way. Anyway, so once you have created the shortcut, you can go inside, and maybe you want to run this notebook file. Just double click. So once you double clicked the notebook file, you have to connect to a machine. You can connect to a CPU or GPU. I'll simply connect it to CPU because we don't need the GPU right now. Connect. And after connecting this to a virtual machine, we have to mount our this drive again, because this is a new session. This is a completely new session. So we have to mount our drive. And how we do this? We'll simply run this line. Connect to Google Drive. Continue. Continue. Yep. So we have successfully mounted to our Google Drive, and now we have to change our current working directory to projects here. So how we do that? My drive, then projects, and yeah, that's good. Run. Yeah, it ran successfully. Now inside this project we have so many files and folders. How you can check that? You can check this ls. You can run the ls command, and you can see the output over here. And this notebook contains these Python scripts. Run that. By the way, this is a Python script, not a Linux command, and that's why we did not use this percentage sign before that. Yeah, so and this cell and this cell will show us our data set, this data, some random data. Yeah, you can see some random data from our data set. And now maybe you want to connect to a GPU, maybe you need to access the NVIDIA CUDA, and you can train the model. And yeah, that's all about the for today. And if you need, I can teach you how to train with GPU, and for that you have to write some Python script like to get access to the CUDA. It's just a one line code, and maybe how to train YOLO model, as I'm using YOLO for this project. Yeah, so that's all. Thank you.